gosh, these just fly by.
They do.
They do. So this week, we kind of leveraged off the experience we had from the storm, the Zeta, and the fact that storms kind of whip in and whip out, and we might not know exactly where they're headed and how they're going to impact us. And the reality is we don't have a lot of control. And so our best approach is to be strong and grounded before the storm comes into life. And that means growing roots deep. And that means getting quiet, deep within yourself. Not constantly feeding your mind with this negative energy, chaos, craze, confusion. Anyway, you know, it's just like, when do you stop and get centered and grow deep roots? So as that storm passed through the Atlanta and the southeast, huge, ginormous trees are just like tipping over to the side. And there was a lot of destruction with it, and we heard for the people who had, you know, destruction in their homes, destructions in their lives. People were out of power for days, some a whole week. And so what do we do with that time? And how do we prepare ourselves for the next one is sort of the question we want to ask this week.
Yeah, and in preparation for things that might happen next time, whether it be a natural disaster or a personal discomfort, internal chaos creates external chaos. And so it's really important to keep in constant contact with those practices that keep us rooted and grounded into a place of sensibility, but also when we recognize that what's happening in the world, the pandemic is out of our control. And what we have control over is how we respond and how we create action in our life. And I believe that when there's external chaos going on, it may have nothing to do with us personally, but personally we have a responsibility to take care of our home. Whether that be a structured home, whether that be the home in your heart and your soul, to take care of that connection, to take care of the rhythm that makes that home full of love and life. And if it's, you know, from your home, then you are able to take care of those people that you love around you. You're able to expand that energy to them. And especially even this past week, I had a few friends that had experienced the power outages, and myself included. And it was, you know, how can we make this more of an experience and less of an argument with the universe or with the world, right? So for me, for example, me and my family in my home, we played games. I learned how to play chess, expanded my mind, had candle lights. Now I have candles, didn't have those before. And it's all about, like, when we figure, or when we really truly believe in our hearts that what is happening is out of our control, then we can pull all of that energy into controlling what we can control. And that is, again, the connection with our home, the connection or the structure of our own home, what's going on the inside of our home, taking care of our business, taking care of our loved ones, eating healthy, drinking your green juice, you know, nurturing yourself, and doing those self-love things that you can do.
So what we can control is our response. Mm-hmm. What we can control is our perspective and our view. And we may not agree with everyone or everything that's going on in the world. It's been kind of a nutty week, and guess what? It's going to be a nutty several weeks. So let's all feed ourselves and take care of ourselves. And then not only do you care for those people you love, but maybe you send a little care to the people that you love a little less, so to speak. And Jenny has an amazing opportunity coming up to kind of help us head in that path, a 30-day program.
Yeah.
Share with it.
So I've created a 30-day program that has daily connection conversations, or conversation connections, centering conversations, followed by a downloadable and printable PDF with a spiritual activity or exercise to keep us in the practice of staying grounded in what is important to us, right? Staying grounded in the question, what is it that we really want out of this life? And especially in this time where we may not all be agreeing on certain things, or maybe we're experiencing a lot of outlash or a different type of energy that doesn't necessarily attract us. When we're, again, working on ourselves and we're filling up our cups, we're brightening our lights, and we stay in that constant contact, then we're able to be that light for others. And going with what Nancy just said is, we may not all agree, but we have the personal responsibility to take these personal practices, because that will help us in the moments that we might not all agree. We still have a seat at the same table. And that's a powerful, powerful lesson to learn. So my program launches on November 11th at 5:30 p.m. And then also we have a pre-launch party on Wednesday, November 9th at 5:30 p.m. I will link the Facebook below, so feel free to join.
Have an awesome week, you guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Bye.